Hello everyone, I am Dr. Chetna Srivastava, retired professor of botany from Bhopal. Today I am going to explain you a natural system of classification given by Bentham and Hooker. First of all, to study the classification system of Bentham and Hooker, we should prepare a synopsis. In your synopsis, following points should be included. First, introduction, basis of the classification, plan of the classification, merits, demerits, conclusion, and references. Introduction of Bentham and Hooker. Bentham and Hooker were English botanists and they were associated with the Royal Botanic Garden at Kew in England. They had published their classification in Genera Plantarum, which was published during 1862 to 1883. It was a 3-volume work. The major part of the Genera Plantarum fell to Bentham, who had written about 2/3 of the content. This system was based on T. Candolle's classification system. In their classification, 97,205 species were included, which are included under the 202 orders. These orders are now treated as families. This slide is showing Bentham and Hooker. George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker, and this is the view of Kew Botanic Garden. Next slide is also showing some pictures of Royal Botanic Garden Kew, where different kinds of plants are grown in greenhouses. Where aquatic plants, these are aquatic plants, these are xerophytic plants, and this is the campus of the Kew Botanic Garden. Now, basis of the classification. What points are taken by Bentham and Hooker to classify the seed plants? First of all, Bentham and Hooker divided the seed plants into 3 divisions on the basis of the character of seed. First is dicotyledons. Seeds which consist of 2 cotyledons are included under the division dicotyledons. Gymnosperm, where the naked seeds were present, are included under the divisions gymnosperm. And the third is monocotyledons, the seeds with single cotyledon. On the basis of nature of corolla, again they divided the dicots into 3 classes: polypetally, gamopetally, and monoclamidy. Polypetally means where the petals are free, and gamopetally means where the petals are united, and the monoclamidy means where any whorl of perianth is absent or corolla is absent. Due to the absence of corolla, the flower is incomplete. So the incomplete flower bearing plant species are included under the monoclamidy. Monoclamidy is also known as incomplete. And the class here you are seeing that polypetally means corolla of free petals. Gamopetally means corolla of united petals. And monoclamidy means where the petals are absent. Bentham and Hooker classified the class polypetally into 3 series on the basis of position of ovary: thalamiphore, disciphore, and calciphore. Thalamiphore means where the flowers show dome-shaped thalamus and position of the ovary superior, yani flower bears hypogynous flowers. This series includes 6 cohorts. These cohorts are presently functions as order. And the next series is Disciflory. In Disciflory, flowers bear nectriferous disc below the ovary, and the series includes 4 cohorts. Next series is Calciflory, where the flowers are perigynous and epigynous. Perigynous means half inferior ovary bearing flowers, and epigynous means completely inferior ovary bearing flowers. This series includes 5 cohorts, and the next class, Gamopetalae, is divided into again 3 series on the basis of position of ovary. The first is infery, second is heteromere, and third is bicarpellity. In infery series, flowers show inferior ovary. This series includes 3 cohorts. And the next is heteromere, where the ovary is superior, stamens as many as twice or as many as corolla lobes, and carpels more than 2. This series includes 3 cohorts. And the bicarpellate series, where the ovary is superior, stamens as many as the number of corolla lobes or may be fewer than the number of corolla lobes, and carpel usually 2. This series includes 4 cohorts. Class Monoclamidae is totally artificial group because it is formed on the basis of a single character like absence of corolla, and it is classified in 8 series, and these series are also treated as order. The first series is Curvembryi. Character of this series is embryo curved round the endosperm, ovule usually 1, and this series includes Chenopodiaceae, Amaranthraceae and Polygonaceae family. And next is Multi-ovularity aquaticae, where the plants which are aquatic and bear numerous ovules are included in this group, and families such as Podostemaceae. And the third series is Multi-ovularity terrestris, where the terrestrial plants with numerous ovules are included, and families such as Nepenthaceae and Aristolochiaceae. And the fourth series of monoclamidae is microembryi. Microembryi means where the embryo is very small. Embryo very small in copious endosperm. They include families such as Piperaceae and Chloranthaceae. Next is Daphne's order. Daphne's order, main character of the Daphne's order are where ovary usually with 1 carpel and single ovule. In this order, Lauraceae and Proteaceae families are included. And the next series is Echlamidospori, where the ovary is usually inferior, unilocular, 1 to 3 ovuled, and families such as Centellaceae and Loranthaceae are included under this series. Seventh series of the monoclamidae is unisexuals, where the flowers are unisexual, and families such as Euphorbiaceae and Urticaceae are included under this series. And the eighth series is Ordincenomylae, the families of uncertain relationship like Salicinae, Empetaceae, Ceratophyllaceae were placed under this series. Monoclamidae is regarded as an artificial group recognized on the basis of only one character, absence of corolla. As a result of this, closely related families are widely separated. It is a major drawback of this classification. And the second division is gymnosperm, which placed between the dicot and monocot. Bentham and Hooker divided the gymnosperm in 3 classes: Mutaceae, Conifery and Cycadaceae. Now the third division is monocotyledons, and monocotyledons are placed after dicot and gymnosperms. It is divided into 7 series on the basis of nature of perianth and ovary. Series are treated as equal to the class and the order. Monocots are not classified in classes, but monocots are classified in series. and series are equally treated as the order. First series is microspermy. Microspermy means small seeds bearing family where the seeds are very small. Ovary inferior. Microspermy consists of a single family, two families, Orchidaceae and Burmaniaceae. Epigyne series show ovary inferior and seeds large. It consists of two families, Iridaceae and Amaryllidaceae. And the third series is coronary, where the perianth are petaloid, ovary superior. Series consists of two families, Liliaceae and Comelaenaceae. In division monocotyledons, the fourth series is Calycinae. Calycinae means where the calyx-like perianth or green perianth. Perianth are sepaloid, ovary superior, and the series Calycinae consists of two family, Juncaceae and Palmaceae. Next is nudiflory. Nudiflory means where the flowers are nude or perianth absent, perianth mostly lacking, ovary superior, and two families are included under the nudiflory, Typhaceae and Pandanaceae. The sixth is apocarpy, where the carpels are free, and this series includes Alismaceae and Nagidaceae. The seventh series is Glumaceae. Glumaceae show the perianth small scale like perianth, uh, which are colorless, white, skinny brown, which you have seen in wheat, wheat and grasses. And this series includes two families, Cyperaceae and Gramineae. This slide is showing the plan of the classification. Bentham and Hooker classified the seed plants on the basis of the character of seed in three divisions: dicotyledons, gymnosperms, and monocotyledons. Monocots are placed after dicot and gymnosperms, and gymnosperms are placed in between dicot and monocot. Again, they have classified the division dicotyledons on the basis of corolla, nature of corolla, or nature of petals in three classes: polypetally, gamopetally, and monoclamidy. Polypetally means where the corolla show free petals. Gamopetally means where the corolla show fused or united petals, and monoclamidy means where the corolla is absent or any whorl perianth is absent. So, due to the absence of corolla or perianth, these flowers become incomplete and this class is also known as incomplete. Again, class Polypetally is divided into three series on the basis of position of ovary. First is thalamiflory, second is disciflory, third is calciflory. Thalamiflory show the hypogynous flower bearing families. Thalamiflory includes hypogynous flower bearing families where the thalamus is dome shaped. And disciflory means when the flower show a cushion like disc below the ovary. Or you can say the cushion like disc present between the ovary and thalamus. And next is calciflory. Calciflory includes the inferior ovary or half inferior ovary bearing flowers or plant species. And gamopetally is also divided in three series: infery, heteromere, and bicarpellate. Infery means inferior ovary bearing plant species included in this series. Heteromere means where the number of stamens and number of corolla lobes are different. Heterom is different. Mere means parts. When the floral parts are floral parts never coordinated with each other and they are different in numbers, are included in this series, that type of flowers are included under this series. And the next is bicarpellity. Bicarpellity means two carpel bearing families. So under the series bicarpellity, the flowers show bicarpals in carpus condition, superior ovary and gamopetalous corolla. Class Monoclamidae is classified in 8 series. These series are equally treated as order. The first is curvemry, where the embryo is curved, and second is multi-ovularity aquatic, where the plant species bear many ovules and aquatic habit, aquatic plants. Multi-ovularity terrestris, microembryi, daphnes, echlamidospori, unisexuals, and ordens anomali. Division monocotyledons. It is classified into 7 series which are equal to the order. Microspermy, epigyne, coronary, calycini, nudiflory, apocarpy, and glumacy. Microspermy means where the seeds are very small. Epigyne means where the ovary is inferior. Coronary means where the perianth are corolla-like. And the calycini means calyx-like perianth, green. And nudiflory where the perianth are all absent, flower nude. And apocarpy where the carpels are free. Glumacy where the perianth are bract-like, chaffy, scaly. The class Polypetalae is classified in 3 series, and these series are again divided in orders. Thalmiphory includes ranels, perietals, polygalliny, caryophylleny, guttiferals, marvels, and disciphory includes 4 orders: geranials, pollicyls, celestials, and sapindales. Calciflory includes roselles, myrtles, passiflorals, ficoidals, and umbellals. Class Gammopetalae is again divided in 3 series: inferi, heteromeri, and bicarpellity. Inferi consists of 3 orders: rubiales, asterales, and campanales. Heteromeri consists of 3 orders: ericales, primulales, and ebineals. And bicarpellity consists of 4 orders: gentials, polymonials, personals, and lamiales. Merits of Bentham and Hooker's classification. Now here we are going to discuss about the merits of this classification. So first of all, you should know it is a natural system of classification which was perfect on its publication of time, and it is a comprehensive and vast classification system of that time when it was published. It is a natural system of classification and suitable for the practical purpose. The system starts with ranels, which is now universally considered to be the most primitive. In this classification system, monocots are placed after dicots. It is justified. And placing of Gammopetalae after the Polypetalae is also justified according to the phylogenetic principles. In Gammopetalae, position of the bicarpellity is also justified. Creation of monoclamidous group at the end of the dicot is also good, and position of glumacy in monocot is phylogenetically justified. Our phylogenetic principles also accepted the glumacy as a most advanced family. So this is a natural system of classification, but it follows the phylogenetic trends all over the plan of this classification. Demerits of this classification. In this classification, gymnosperms are wrongly placed. Gymnosperm group is placed between the dicots and monocots. while it is totally different from the angiosperms. In polypetalae, superior ovary placed before the inferior ovary, but in gamopetalae, inferior ovary placed before the superior ovary. It is unequal. It is not homogeneous in both groups. Cucurbitaceae is a gamopetalous taxa placed in polypetalous group, and position of the apocarpi and microspermy is unsatisfactory in monocotyledons. In the use of rank of taxa, there is no uniformity. So we are seeing a lot of drawbacks in its classification. After these drawbacks, it is also useful for the identification of plant species in the field, and it is also very useful in practical purpose. Conclusion. It is a natural system of classification, provides vast range of characteristic features of the plant species of seed plants, and they have provided first rate of descriptions of the families and genera of seed plants. It is practically very useful, although being a natural system, it follows the phylogenetic trends. In this classification, class Polypetalia includes 82 orders, 2,610 genera, and 31,874 species. Here, orders are equal to the families. Gamopetalae includes 45 orders, which are equal to the families, and 2,619 genera, 34,556 species. Monoclamidae includes 36 orders or families, 801 genera, and 11,784 species. Gymnospermy group or division includes 3 order or families, 44 genera, 415 species. Monocotyledons division include 34 orders or families, 1,495 genera, and 18,576 species. Now references. Taxonomy of Angiosperm by Wiesing and D.K. Jain. Next book is Taxonomy of Angiosperm by T. Pulaiya. Taxonomy of Angiosperm by N.S. Subramaniam. And photographs are taken from Google search. Questions for this topic are following. Long answer type question. First question is describe the classification system of Bentham and Hooker and discuss its merits and demerits. Second question is explain any one natural system of classification which you think practically applicable for identification of seed plant species. Give reasons why you prefer it for identification. And next is short answer type question. Question number 1, write merits and demerits of Bentham and Hooker's classification. Question 2, explain basis of classification. Question 3, draw the plan of Bentham and Hooker's classification. Thanks for watching the presentation. If you think it is useful for you, please like, share and subscribe and put your comments on the comment box.